next piece here is entitled On Normalizing Planned Parenthood. It was written by Brandy Eggermann, and Brandy Eggermann will be joining us now to do this for us. You can have the binder. Oh, it's not full of women. So you're took you a second. Thank you, Brandy! Oh, shit. I thought as I walked up to Planned Parenthood of Orland Park, Illinois, 40 minutes away, and it was still the closest location without having to drive into the city. I had to be buzzed into the permanently locked building. This, I assumed, was to keep out the folks who were not very happy with the patients inside and the organization offering them help. The door buzzed and I walked in. I was embarrassed by the condoms taped on the glass separating me from the office administrator. I realized that I forgot my insurance card, which at the time was the pink card given out by Illinois Healthy Women. Illinois Healthy Women is a program that helps women get birth control services and healthcare coverage for family planning. And best of all, it's confidential and free. The office administrator reassured me that she would be able to search for it through her system. And after a helpful and easy visit, I became a returning patient. It also made a difference that Planned Parenthood was one of the few facilities that accepted my pink card. The buzzer started to make less sense every time I used it. There were never problems when I was there, just a bunch of people coming in and out for STD tests, pap smears, birth control, HPV vaccines, pregnancy tests, and yes, abortion consultations. As an adult woman, I now realize the buzzer is unfortunately necessary, and a reminder that women making decisions about their own body is an aggravator to many men and even to some women. It's a sound and a practice that reminds us of the danger Planned Parenthood patients face in receiving basic health care. The buzzer serves as a protector of the freedom to choose, but its presence insinuates these choices will always be paired with a threat. To be clear, I'm not advocating to take the buzzers off the doors, or at least not yet. I am, however, wondering what it's going to take to cure this disease of violence. Rebecca Solnit, writer, historian, and activist, explains, conservatives wish to preserve traditional marriage and, more than that, traditional gender roles. She notes that throughout much of its history in the West, the laws defining marriage made the husband essentially an owner and the wife a possession. This history muffled women's voices in key decisions about their own existence and well-being. For instance, on May 8, 2017, the New York Times published an article titled 13 Men and No Women Are Writing New GOP Healthcare Bill in Senate. This is a bill that would have affected those who use Planned Parenthood by way of a one-year block placed on federal reimbursements for care provided by Planned Parenthood. The CBO estimates 15% of low-income women who already have reduced access to care would completely lose access to family planning care, increasing birth rates and Medicaid spending for children's insurance and childbirth, increases that would be offset by Planned Parenthood cuts. Men are trained to feel entitled to make decisions for women from the home to the White House. The belief that women are naive or don't know what is best for ourselves is soaked into the foundation of our institutions. The attempt to defund Planned Parenthood is a statement telling women that their duty on this earth, in this nation, is to have children. No matter if you're ready for children, want to have children, or even if the child's father is a rapist. The attempt to defund Planned Parenthood is a statement meant to make women feel shame for needing or wanting its services. I'm 25 years old. And for 6 of those years, my primary OBGYN was Planned Parenthood. When I became sexually active, they were there for me. When I needed an STD test, they were there for me. When I didn't even know what a pap smear was, they were there for me. I grew through my teens and my early 20s with the support of Planned Parenthood and government-funded women's health care, without which would have effectively barred me from healthy living and the ability to live the life I choose. The buzzer is a symbol of dominance men feel they have over women. It's an audible reminder that men can and will decide to harm women who take ownership over their own bodies. We have dealt with this dominance by equipping ourselves with protective gadgets and gear, restraining orders and settlements, but we avoid talking about why the need for dominance is felt in the first place. I am so grateful to write these words and to read them in front of a community of allies. This gives us a chance to locate themes in these acts of violence, to hopefully find the source and smother it. We are equally blessed and cursed to be able to see the reality, the layered beauty of existence being stifled by male toxicity. There's a new language to learn that abolishes power, a new language to fold into our policies. It's the language that will unlock the Planned Parenthood doors and retire the buzzer for good. Thank you.